Hello, everyone, and welcome to our reading of the unknown on this year's Transgender Day of Remembrance list. This is an annual event that we hold through the Transdo Task Force in order to memorialize those who are still unnamed, but we still want to remember them. Included in this vigil are also people who were previously unidentified or missing who were found during the year, and other unidentified or unclaimed or missing that have been have had their information pop up from previous years who were previously unlisted. So just to introduce ourselves, I'm Dr. Anthony Redgrave. I'm one of the co-founders of the Transdo Task Force, and with me I have, would you two like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. I am Victor Veltstra. I am a board member with the Transdo Task Force and the administrator of our LAMP database.
And I'm Samantha. I'm also a member of the Transdo Task Force.
Thank you both. As we usually do, we like to start with a reading of a poem before we start the list. This year's selection is by the poet Amy Levy, who was a Victorian-era Jewish lesbian poet whose personal archives were recently released by the Cambridge University, where she was one of the first female Jewish students. And this poem is entitled A Farewell. The sad rain falls from heaven, a sad bird pipes and sings. I am sitting here at my window and watching the spires of kings. O fairest of all fair places, sweetest of all sweet towns, with the birds and the greyness and greenness and the men in caps and gowns. All they that dwell within thee to leave are ever loth, for one man gets friends and another gets honor and one gets both. The sad rain falls from heaven, my heart is great with woe. I have neither a friend nor honor, yet I am sorry to go. Now we'll begin the reading of the names, and Victor, you're up first. Just so you all know, this does involve references of violence towards transgender people, as expected, as this is common with our Tdor reading. Hold
on. October 10th, 2024. They were 45 to 50 years old in Tamaulipas, Mexico, and they were beaten to death. On 10 October 2024, they were 35 to 40 years old in Bokardin, Maharashtra, India, and they had their throat cut. On 7 November 2024, a trans person passed away from suicide in the U.S. However, this morning, a different researcher found their name and where they'd passed away. Their name was Alex Whitaker, and they died of suicide in Salt Lake City, Utah. They were originally from Alaska and had been visiting family. November 25th, 2024, they were 49 in Santos, Sao Paulo, Brazil, and they were murdered. December 3rd, 2024, in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, and they died of violence. On December 4th, 2024, in Rio Verde, Goiás, Brazil, they were shot. On December 4th, 2024, in Ribeiras Preto, Sao Paulo, Brazil, they were beaten to death. Hold on, I think I might be out of sync here. Sorry. On December 7th, 2024, they were about 38 years old. In Canoas, Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, they were shot. January 8th, 2025, they were about 25 years old. In Bhagalpur, Bihar, India, they died of suicide. January 17th, 2025, they died in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, and they were burned.
January 23rd, 2025, 16, Primavera, Brazil, shot to death. January 31st, 2025, age 35, Huehuetoca, Mexico, died by violence. February 15th, age 30 to 40, Hyderabad, India, died by violence. February 28th, Aracaju, Brazil, cause of death not reported. March 24th, Andes, Colombia, stabbed and decapitated. May 12th, Coatzacoalcos, Veracruz, Mexico, murdered. May 13th, age 47, La Paz, Bolivia, stabbed to death. May 28th, age 50, Mexico City, Mexico, murdered. June 3rd, Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, tortured to death. June 19th, Cuernavaca, Morelos, Mexico, shot.
On June 23rd, 2025, in Tehran, Iran, an unknown number of trans people were killed when the trans section of the prison was destroyed by missile fire. Some reports say over 100 people were killed. July 8th, 2025, in Antipolo City, Rizal, Philippines, they were stabbed. July 14th, 2025, in Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico, they were shot. On July 20th, 2025, in João Pessoa, Paraíba, Brazil, sorry, they were murdered. And July 20th, 2025, in João Pessoa, Paraíba, Brazil, they were shot. July 26, 2025, estimated to be between 35 and 45 years old, in Colima, Mexico, and they were beaten. August 1st, 2025, age 23, in Bhiwandi, Maharashtra, India, they died of suicide. August 10th, 2025, Peshawar, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, India. They were murdered. August 13th, 2025, it's San Pedro Sula, Cortez, Honduras. They were murdered. August 13th, 2025, Puerto Aventuras, Quintana Roo, Mexico. They died of suicide. August 22nd, 2025, Cardenas, Tabasco, Mexico. They were stabbed.
This section is for the previously unidentified or missing people who were identified or found this year. Pamela Walton, Aubrey Dameron, Hope Youngblood, Clyde Dix, Maeve Bryn, Gabrielle Schull, Jax Grattan, Charlotte Fosgate, Roy Mora, Milan Batista,
Possible trans or gender nonconforming dose from this and past years. July 13, 2025, under 30, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Cause of death unknown. June 30th, 2025, San Francisco, California. Black trans woman identified, name not reported. April 29, 2025, 40 to 50 years old, Toronto, Canada. Possible native trans woman. May 15th, 1982, 15 to 35, Key West, Florida. Possible trans woman. February 27th, 2023, under 60, Miami, Florida. Possible trans woman. February 5th, 2011, Mabuni, Itaman City, Japan. Classified as both male and female, possibly died between 2008 and 2009. April 13th, 2023, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Found after a house fire. Possible trans man. February 15th, 2020, Parlier, California. Possibly gender nonconforming. April 19th, 2001, 30 to 45, Chicago, Illinois. Possible white trans woman. August 20th, 1989, 30 to 60, Miami, Florida. Shot to death. Possible white trans woman. Name is removed, unclear if solved. October 30th, 2023, 16 to 22, Houston, Texas. Possible black trans woman. September 29th, 1981, Newark, New Jersey. Possible black trans woman. April 17th, 1986, 24 to 35, Lexington, Kentucky. Found burned. Possible trans woman. February 21st, 2008, 40 to 50, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Sex reclassified in 2025. February 3rd, 2020, Tonto Basin, Arizona. Listed as possible female or male. (2023) Teenager, New Zealand. Starved in government care. Went by V. June 11th, 2021, Navajo Nation, Arizona. Murdered. Suspects arrested and convicted. Name of victim never released.
Thank you all for helping with reading these names, and thank you for those who are watching. As always, we hold space for those without names and hope that someday that their names will be spoken. And we end with these words, "Hail the unknown dead and fight for the living." And thank you all for coming.